Good day, everybody. Eleanor Hume from Tales of Berseria, reporting for duty. I've decided to team up with novice content creator Kiefster in his adventures. He is committed and trying his hardest to do what he loves the most, entertaining the fans with the joy of video making and streaming. Please support him and his content. Smack those like and subscribe buttons with all your might. Master Kiefster is extremely proficient in games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Genshin Impact, BlazBlue, Tales series, and especially the Persona series. I always feel so engaged when he is fighting with his friends. It's almost like when I train with Rokuro in combat against many raid battles. I also assist him in Tales of Berseria, a mobile game that includes myself and many different tales of characters to fight for you. I'm so grateful he chose me, yet I'm not even an SSR unit. I have also become his biggest fan, so please support him in this endeavor. In the name of my holy spear, I shall fight for him.
Hi Key fans, it's been a while since I did a vlog like this, and this is your host Kiefster. So the reason why I'm making this vlog is because I'm about to unveil or reveal my collection of PlayStation 4 as of this year, 2021. And I have to say, for what I've showcased on my channel, I would say maybe a couple years ago, has definitely grown a little bit. I would have to say at this time, my collection is not as huge or mundane, enormous compared to like other collectors that I've seen on YouTube. One notably being my friend Red DDK, or Red Curbs, or who I call Curbs. So if he's seeing this video, his collection has definitely exceeded mine. But let's just get into it, from my newest games to the games that I own, in no particular order of course. Starting off with the game that I'm playing right now, Persona 5 Strikers. You know me for a while now, I am a big, huge Persona fan. Contrary to popular belief, you've seen Musou games. Musou game is basically like a Dungeon Dynasty Warriors type game, like Fire Emblem Heroes or like the Fate Extra Extelia series, or even Dynasty Wars. This game is basically Persona 5 that has all like the status elements, except it's much simpler. And it's not just a standard beat 'em up, it's just a fast-paced Persona 5 game pretty much. Next on the list that I need to get to finishing, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. So this game is pretty special because I haven't even played a Crash game in over 20 years, if you can believe that. 20 years since I touched a Crash Bandicoot game. The last Crash Bandicoot game I touched was Crash Bandicoot 2, and I was like maybe 9 or 10 years old. I don't even remember, man. It's been so long since I played a Crash game, and to come back to playing my childhood platformer, and I'm the type of person that's not into platformers these days, and Crash Bandicoot is the game that brings me back into my blissful youth, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a kid again playing Crash Bandicoot. So the next game off the list, and you're probably, a disclaimer, you're probably gonna see more than one Persona 5 game on this list. Let's just get that out of the way. Of course, we have the definitive edition of Persona 5 Royal Steelbook, and that is not all, believe it or not. When I got this game, this revamped version of Persona 5, I pre-ordered, ta-da, the Persona 5 Royal Phantom Thieves Edition. When you pre-order this, you get the mask, you get the art book, you get the steelbook with the game, and you get the soundtrack right here. Soundtrack that is exclusive to only the Persona 5 Royal stuff. Everything from the battle theme to some songs I won't get into because of spoilers. If you're looking into getting Persona 5, definitely, please play this version. So the next game I haven't touched yet. I'm actually borrowing it from a friend. I'm holding on to it, but I might look at it someday to stream it one day, because a bunch of VTubers are streaming it, believe it or not. Ark Survival Evolved. Now I've seen my friend Oshron. If you've seen this, then you know this is on you, buddy. You're living in a prehistoric era, and so coexisting with dinosaurs, from my understanding, like prehistoric creatures of the past. But I don't know much about that because I haven't even touched it yet. I'm only holding on to that game for a friend of mine. So the next game on the list is Well, this is, believe it or not, the Japanese version of Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. And I got this as a birthday present from my friend Jobin, who is the person that's responsible for getting me into the Persona series. And it's just a Japanese version. And if you made a Japanese account, you can get a lot more extra songs with this version of the game than you would in the North American version. Next up on the list is the vanilla version of Persona 5. This game, this series is very special to me because, well, number one, my friend recommended it to me. Number two, I mean, I can go on and on about this, but let's just say that this game has literally changed my life. Like, I'm not gonna go into why. If you've seen my friend Red 80K's review of Persona 5 Royal, it goes into much detail, but the vanilla version of this game really started off, it gave my channel some kind of identity. It gave me a Smash main. I think I should dedicate a video just talking about why Persona 5 truly matters to me, but we're not going to spend a lot of time with that. So, next game on the list is Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. I've always wanted to try the Metal Gear Solid series, and honestly, this is sort of like a prequel that started off the entire series. I only played the original Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation, and I do have the collector's edition that comes with Metal Gear Solid 2, Snake Eater, so I need to start playing those. The next game on the list is BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. So if you're gonna see the trailer that's gonna come out soon, it's gonna incorporate a waifu of mine that's gonna talk about this, and we're gonna get into the waifu talk in a bit because I'm actually gonna be asking her something. But this is a crossover. It's not just a BlazBlue game, it's a BlazBlue game that includes characters from Ruby, characters from Under Night In-Birth, an Arc Systems property, characters from Persona 4, poster boy Yu Narukami. It's not probably the best fighting game ever, honestly, but if all you care about is just the crossover aspect of it, then honestly, I'd say you'll have a fun time. I like all the characters. I don't know much of Under Night In-Birth, but I'm probably going to get into that series someday in the future. If I ever get back into fighting games, I will. So the next game on the list is, there's a little bit of something I never really reveal about myself, but I am quite the big fan of Marvel, MCU, superheroes, Batman, Superman, and I'm a bigger fan of Spider-Man. So this is Spider-Man PS4, the PS4 edition. Honestly, right next to the Arkham series is, I would say that this game is probably my favorite. Actually, it surpasses the Arkham series because I love Spider-Man a lot more than Batman. Next game on the list is, well, speaking of which, Batman Arkham Knight. Now, originally, I got the other two games, Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City. Both of those games were on the Xbox 360 when I still played with that. This is the third and final game, or at least for right now, of the main Arkham series. So if you're a fan of Batman, definitely owe yourself to get this game, because it's definitely worth it. Next game on the list, Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. I am quite the fan of, I'm a casual fan of fighting games, so it's like Dragon Ball Z fighting game characters, hello? This is the perfect combination. So the last two games have a special place in my heart, but I'm going to save this for last. Tales of Zestiria. Now, I can't remember if I've beaten it, but I remember making it to, well, the final boss. I'm not going to get into it. However, this game and the next game I'm going to talk about are very important because, well, these two games I'm going to be talking about are the reason why I've made friends over the community. I've got introduced into the Tales community. So Zestiria is a pretty interesting place to start in the Tales of fandom. I wouldn't say it's the best JRPG I've ever played, but it's not about whether or not it's the best JRPG I've ever played. The characters I do really enjoy. So we have, of course, the main character Saray, Rose, and of course my adorable little roleplay sister Edna.
How dare.
So, hi Edna. and she's gonna be like Oni-chan or something.
How dare.
So we'll have a little bit of that. And finally, my last game that I own physically of my PlayStation 4 is, of course, the prequel to Tales of Berseria, Tales of Berseria. This game is just as important as Persona 5 for me because of the fact that I actually have a waifu. And believe it or not, my waifu is not Velvet Crow. It's actually the second one of the characters in her party member, and her name is Eleanor Hume. Hey Eleanor, so tell me, like, since I've seen your adventures through your eyes and you've been through this adventure with me, like you've been a part of my team in Tales of the Rays and now in Christoria, like what do you honestly think of me as a person? Do you think I've more than earned your trust at this point?
Well, for one, Kiefster is a wonderful person. I've never even seen anyone so passionately focused on me, since I'm not as popular as the rest of the Berseria cast. The fact you chose to fully upgrade me in Tales of Christoria was really quite shocking. I thought you would have picked the more popular characters, such as Luke, Velvet, or Lloyd. Such an abundance of characters, so many fish in the sea. But yet, you chose me. I'm forever thankful. I suppose it is odd because I had been a lapdog for the Abbey. I feel much more confident after getting a chance to know you. And now, we are on the same team. With this spear, I will continue to better myself so that I can fight by your side, Kiefster.
Forgive me to say this, but I think you're prettier than Velvet. You are definitely prettier than Velvet, that's for sure.
Me prettier than Velvet? That's honestly so sweet of you. Even though I'm certainly not as powerful and resilient as Velvet. Regardless, I am so flattered. Hearing that has indeed boosted my confidence. Thank you, Kiefster.
No. Thank you for sticking by my side and dedicating yourself to protecting me this entire time. I am truly forever grateful for you, Eleanor. Thank you so much once again. I love you, Eleanor.
You are absolutely welcome. I'm forever grateful to have been chosen as waifu. Still unclear what it means, but it must be a compliment. I now have someone to fight for. Outside of bettering the world and undoing the deeds caused by Artorias. But now, I will fight for your sake, Kiefster. In the name of my holy spear, I shall dedicate my very life to you. Until you need me again. My love, farewell.
Putting that aside, this game is a very solid JRPG. This is the game that really prompted me into the Tales of series because before, I've only heard about the Tales of series in passing. Symphonia, Berseria, which I still need to beat on the Switch, and there's a lot of Tales of series games, but these two games were the one that got me into it. I need to play the other ones. But that's it. That is my PlayStation 4 collection. I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you all for coming in. I've been waiting for a while to make a video like that, but I know you guys are going to really enjoy it. So I'm going to do my usual outro. So thanks for coming in and seeing what my PlayStation collection looks like. Be gone, you evil, dirty thoughts. And I'll leave it at that. Until next time, guys. See you later. And thank you for coming, Eleanor, by the way. I really appreciate your appearance. Oh, I can't believe that. I can't believe it. My wife who actually came to greet me for the first time. I'm so blessed. Alright, anyways. See you later, guys.